Do you have any questions from any reporters from Connecticut, operator?
We do have a question from Connecticut. This line is from Ken Dixon. Your line is now open.
Hi, Governors. Thanks for getting together disembodied way like this. Governor Lamont, I guess I'm trying to figure out what kind of voice the business community is going to have as they're part of the panel that you've got, and I noticed the DECD is going to be in charge of that. But how are you guys all going to get together on a regional basis? It sounds like a rather crowded bus.
Well, what we are going to do, Ken, thanks for the question, is each have 3 people on this committee. And on behalf of the state of Connecticut, you talk about business representation. I've got a great friend who's co-chairperson of our economic committee here for the state, and her name is Indra Nui, who used to be head of Pepsi. So she'll be our liaison to the business community here in the state of Connecticut and part of our liaison to all the other governors going forward. And she understands better than anybody how urgent it is that we get our economy going again, but there's nothing worse than a false start. And what that would do to confidence and what that would do to the sense of hope that Tom Wolf was talking about. And that's why we will be announcing our task force today in terms of how we go forward with business and labor and the scientific community in collaboration with our fellow governors so we can open this up prudently as quickly as possible.
Great.
Thanks, Governor.
Thank you. Thank you, Governor. Thank you,
you.
Ned Lamont, very much for being with us today. Operator, anything for the state of Pennsylvania? Thank you, Ned. Governor
We
Wolf.
have next for Mark Levy. Your line is now open.
Hey, Mark. Mark?
Hi, can you hear me, Governor?
I can. Hi, Mark.
Hi. So we were wondering that with the president saying that it's his responsibility to reopen the states and reopen the economies, we were wondering if the governors disagree with that this is inherently a responsibility of the governor.
Well, seeing as how we had the responsibility for closing the state down, I think we probably have the primary responsibility for opening it up. And that sort of, I think, gets to the question that I think Governor Murphy had, and that is between the business and health. And I think that's a false choice. I think this regional compact is premised on the idea that you're not going to have a healthy economy if you have an unhealthy population. So we've got to do both. We've got to get people healthy. The sequence is you got to get people healthy first, and then you can reopen the economy. Not until, or the economy's not going to work. So I think what we're trying to do is we have tried, all of us governors working together have tried to have the hard stop that we need to make sure that we remain safe as we possibly can with this pandemic. And we're now ready to go into the next step, which is to start moving back to some sense of normal, the new normal. And do it as we have working together here in the region. So I don't think we're trying to say anything negative about anybody. We're simply saying it was our responsibility to steer our way through these uncharted waters, and it's our responsibility to figure out a way back.
Right. Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you, Governor Wolf.